All right, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We want to hear from you, 412-575-2600. Do you think the Pirates can compete this year? Ron, what do you think?
No,
I mean, is there any chance
I
that
don't. No, I don't. I don't know if they'd kept
Not even with Bell, Harrison, Tyone is lights out.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't even know if they would have been able to compete had they kept McCutchen and Cole. They lost, you know, how many games last year they weren't competitive with those guys. You had to keep them and add something to be competitive. I don't see how they can be this year. Hey, maybe I'll be surprised. I'd love to be, but I don't see it.
Don't you think it was a smart move for, I don't know their financial, but I know they're making money. Wouldn't it be a smart move to say, hey, we're going to try to break even this year, maybe take a loss and add some guys just to win our fan base back?
Different strategies, I guess. It's easy for me to spend their money. They certainly aren't interested in spending it.
No, but they want you to spend it and come to the ballpark.
Yep.
All right, let's go out to the phone lines, and we're going to go out to Brian in McCandless. How you doing, Brian?
Good. How you doing tonight, Richie? Ron?
Thanks for calling.
You know, when you look at the Pirates situation, I think if you take the emotion out of it, you look at it as a business person. I mean, Nutting's the owner of the team.
Yeah.
He does not want to put a winning team on the field. He wants to make money. And I think he says, I'll field a team. He didn't say a winning team, but I'll field a team. And I think really it comes down to the people in Pittsburgh have to walk away. Yeah, it's a nice night and go. I had season tickets. I had them from the late 90s all the way up through 2006. Now I chose to invest in the Penguins, a far better product. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get somebody who's committed to winning, committed to putting quality players on the ice, and they do a nice job. So I really think people need to just step back and say, hey, we're not going to go to the game until you change the way you run that team and really give us what we want in the city.
All right, good call, and I appreciate the call. And, you know, look, people are going to go because it's a night out. I'll even go to take my kids.
I love to go just sit and watch a ball game.
Just sit and watch a ball game. But people aren't going to see winning baseball. We don't know. And maybe it'll be winning. Maybe they're all going to prove us wrong. And I really hope they do. But, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of either one of these trades. Back up to the phone lines. We're going to go out to Mary Kay out in Munhall. How you doing, Mary Kay?
Is this you, Rich?
Oh, who is this? This is Jerry. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey,
Jerry, my fault. We'll get to Mary Kay after this.
Okay.
What's up, Jerry?
I talked to you before the season. I talked to you a couple times.
Yeah.
And I told you that the Pirates are going to get rid of 3 players, and they did. And you guys are saying, well, they got to keep them if they want to have a future, to keep people coming in. Well, I predicted right. They're gone. Now, there's going to be 2 more gone yet. They're getting rid of the other 2 high-priced players. But what really struck me in the paper was when Nutting says, our bullpen is so good, we're going to make 2 bullpen relievers starters. That really took me. There's your pitching. They said, we're going to make 2 starters out of the bullpen. That's what they said. So there's the Pirates. So
all right, Jerry, I appreciate it. You know, I was there yesterday, Ron.
I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, they're going to have 5 starting pitchers, but
yeah.
I mean, maybe, you know, Brault could end up going from a reliever to a starter. I'm not quite sure where he was going.
But what I wanted to ask you, Ron, is why do you even – I know you have to sign a closer, but you signed Felipe Rivero. It's a team-friendly deal. But
is this guy, a team-friendly deal.
Is this guy going to even be pitching in competitive games? How many times is he going to close in a situation where the Pirates are right. winning or they need a save?
It's still I mean, the money for a top-notch closer is ridiculous. And I understand Major League, the Players Association isn't going to be happy that he signed this deal because, you know, and I get it. He gets lifetime security with $22 million.
Yeah.
Who am I to
Plus
say?
Those 2 options.
Who am I to say turn it down? But, you know, in the grand scheme of the way baseball works, it was an incredible bargain. Very low risk for the team. It is risk. You know, they did this with Jose Tabata, and it didn't work out. But it was still very low risk.
And, you know, they have 2 club options. They could turn around and trade him and get a lot of value for him, I guess. And who knows if that happens. I don't even know if any. Obviously, no one's safe on that team right now. All right, let's go out to Mary Kay now. Sorry, Mary Kay. Mary Kay, how you doing?
Okay. Hi, Richie. Hi, Ron. First of all, Ron, I want to tell you that your article in the Post-Gazette today was spot on. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Second of all, Richie, I just want to say that Nutting is not the type of person that should own a pro team, and he needs to go. Thank you.
Well,
He's not going anywhere.
No, he isn't.
And he is one terrific businessman.
Obviously.
I would say that. He's a terrific businessman. I don't think much of him is a sports owner, but he's a terrific businessman, and I don't see him going anywhere. And he said this a couple of years ago. He hopes his daughters take over the team and run it forever. So,
my gripe with a guy like him is, you know, this has to be secondary. You got to think about the fans, and you got to have pride in winning. Wasn't it fun in 2013, 14, 15? Wasn't that fun? Don't you want that again? That's what I think.
I think they want it, absolutely, but not willing.
But their actions aren't showing that they want it.
Not willing to spend to make it happen. But nobody likes to lose. I'm not suggesting they're trying to lose. I think they want to win, but their actions, how they're going about it, don't give you a real feeling of confidence.
No, and you know, another way to look at it too, they're kind of in no man's land. They're not in the upper echelon, but they're maybe not the worst yet. They're kind of in the middle, and if you keep finishing 15th and 13th and you draft in the middle, you never get the top-end talent. You got to take your lumps, and that's why I'd appreciate if they would have just traded everyone away and got all prospects, and then they would be the worst team in the majors.
That's what they're doing, basically. I mean, I look for Josh Harrison to go before the start of the season. He's due to make $10 million this year.
And I think maybe what I'm getting to also, the other thing is you know, Andrew McCutchen, you got basically a reliever back, this Click guy, and what, that outfielder who's years away. But and Garrett Cole, he's an ace, and you got their what, 9th best prospect? I mean, maybe
they
I'm
weren't
delusional.
a very good team with those guys last year, Rich. So I get that you had to add something and keep those guys to try to become more competitive. Now you're in a rebuild situation.
Maybe I'm more critical of what they got in return. What if they would have traded these guys?
I have no idea what they got in return. I just read what the reports are, that they're not the first best prospect, second best prospect, third best prospect. And, you know, sometimes those guys are wrong. Sometimes the fourth guy could turn out to be a star. We'll see, but I don't think it's going to happen for a while, if it happens at all.
Don't you think if they traded both those guys at the trade deadline last year, they would have got a lot more?
No, I don't. No. You know how many outfielders were traded at the trade deadline last year? 0. They weren't in demand. The outfielders, there was not a demand for most of the guys that were traded at the trade deadline last year were relief pitchers. So I don't know. That eliminates half your field when you wait till the trade deadline, because teams are falling out of it. They're not going to add McCutchen or a salary as a rental player. So, I mean, now is the time to trade him if you're going to trade him.
I think you might have got a lot for Cole.
Maybe.
All right, we're going to take a break. Back with more of your phone calls and some of your tweets coming up next. Stay right there.